So I'm sitting in the car, about to go into a dentist appointment, and I read on Polygon about what's going on with GameStop. My eyes grow wide, and then I feel a sharp shooting pain in my head, and I say, out loud in the car, "You stupid mother f***ers. Of course you would be doing this shit now."
It's time to talk about video game stuff. Game by Night Reviews is where you go to hear the news. Game by Night Reviews. Press start to join as player 2. Game by Night Reviews. Something that rhymes with views. Game by Night Reviews.
Why am I making another video about GameStop? The reason for that is GameStop is now going to be accepting your retro consoles again, your retro games. So they're going to take your NES, your Super Nintendo, and N64, PlayStation 1, they already started bringing back in the PlayStation 2s. This was confusing for everyone at first. Why would they be taking all these PlayStation 2s and giving you store credit? Well, they were testing the waters. They were testing the market to see how many old consoles they could get back in for store credit. And look what happened. People were bringing them in. They brought them in droves. The store credit they were offering for the PlayStation 2s wasn't bad. And it wasn't a dumb marketing idea. It wasn't a dumb way to test the waters for an older generation console. If you're a game collector and you know this culture and you know the reselling bullshit assholes that are out there that you run into all the time, whether it be at a flea market, whether it be at a game store, whether it be at GameStop, resellers in general, we've all seen the good ones and we've all seen the real scumbag pieces of shit that are gonna upcharge for every single fucking game. It doesn't matter what the game is. I recently did a rant video about Dimple Records and going in to buy fucking Super Scope that was listed for over $6. That is the resale culture here. Now, why would GameStop want to be taking in all your retro consoles? Why would they want all your retro games? Well, as we've all seen with games that have been coming out and being very popular, such as Shovel Knight or the latest Axiom Verge, going back to the 8-bit and 16-bit era of making you feel the nostalgia when you play these games. You've seen how popular it is. GameStop wants to cash in on that nostalgia. For the game collectors, for a game collector, I collect games. Retro is what I go for. So, seeing this, I know exactly what's going to happen. Prices are already beyond ridiculous on eBay. The reseller market has gotten so fucking retarded and so ridiculous with the prices that are up. You could go look for fucking just Super Mario, and you're gonna see someone charging $60 fucking on eBay for buy it now. For Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario's, granted, was a great game on the Super Nintendo. Is it worth $60 loose? No. Abso-fucking-lutely not. It isn't. In the box, maybe. It depends on what the box quality is. If the box is fucked up, doesn't have the manual, there are so many things you got to take into account when buying an older game. It's the price for the box, the manual, if you're getting it complete, if you're getting it loose. You need to take all these things into consideration. How is this going to be detrimental and horrible for the gaming community as far as the gaming collectors go, or not even as a gaming collector, for someone that just is like, oh, this is awesome, I really want to get back into old games. let me go buy a Super Nintendo and a couple games for it. Go to GameStop, and you better believe that these games are gonna be marked up ridiculously high. And what is this gonna do to the market value, like on eBay or on just your normal reseller that you run into? Because the reseller mindset, they're not just paying attention to what's on eBay, they're paying attention to everything everywhere. What's trending on price charting, what's trending on half.com, which is a branch off website of eBay. They are paying attention. And what they're gonna do is pay exactly when GameStop starts marking up these games and what the value is, which isn't gonna be correct. It's not gonna be accurate. We've all seen it. How many times have you gone into a GameStop and you've gone to go get a game, even if it's a collector's edition that came out in 2008, how many times have you seen it marked for almost $40 still? Used. Now, with the retro market, it is not a cheap hobby to get into. First of all, if you're gonna go balls to the wall and just try to get as many fucking games as you possibly can, you're gonna blow through hundreds of dollars within a couple weeks. You don't believe me? Trust me, I've been there. So what this is going to do is GameStop is going to take all these games, they're going to mark them up ridiculously high, and what do we all know GameStop is notorious for? Is fucking you over when it comes to giving you what your games are worth. Now, let's say I bring in not a rare game, but a game that's worth a good amount of money because it's a good game. Not only is it a good game, but if you have the box and manual for it, which I do, the game will be substantially increased in value. We'll just take this for example. The Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. A very, very good game. One of my favorite games for the Super Nintendo. This game on eBay, loose. If you were to buy it loose, this is what loose is. If you were not familiar with what I was saying with loose, loose is where you just get the cartridge, not the fucking protector case. Just the cart. No manual, no box. You can be expecting to almost pay $100 for Secret of Mana loose. Go check on eBay right now. I guarantee you that not only are some of them going to be marked up to $100, some people have games as common as fucking, well, like Super Godzilla, marked for $400. It sounds ridiculous, because it is ridiculous. These kind of things, these really shitty practices and just fucking scumbags that you'll see on the internet and out in real life, they do not care who they fuck over. They will take complete advantage of anybody at any time. It's all about making the money. It's all about the money. It's gonna be really hard finding people that are willing to give you deals on the games that you want to buy, unless it's a fellow collector or somebody that's not gonna be dishonest with you. When, unfortunately, the retro market has been plagued with this. I mean, it's not recent. We're talking about maybe the last 8 to 9 years, maybe, going on now, where the market has been getting more and more plagued with these resellers. So here's an example. I bring you Secret of Mana. I bring in Super Metroid. I bring in Primal Rage. Here, actually, I'm just going to give you a quick shot of this real quick. This is just a sample of what my retro collection looks like. Say I bring in this entire fucking little treasure trove of games. And as you can see, I've got a lot of good titles here. If you're a game collector and you know what games are worth, you know right here I've probably got enough to almost buy a fucking the highest end Steam machine if I fucking wanted to. So if I brought in that entire collection of games, I guarantee I wouldn't even see a quarter of what those games are worth together like that. A quarter of what they're worth. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking just, it's so fucking wrong. And this is gonna plague the market. We're gonna not only see games start disappearing, we're gonna see people just become even more ridiculous and more retarded with what they're gonna do. And what, you know, this actually I just thought of another really good point to this. What is GameStop also notorious for? When they get a game and it has a box, what is GameStop notorious for doing? They are notorious for taking boxes, taking accessories, fucking taking the loose game or loose card or whatever the fuck, ripping and shredding the box, shredding the manual, cutting the cords to accessories that are completely savable just to be able to sell it loose. These boxes, these manuals for these games, you're not going to find these things ever again. This is a part of gaming history, whether you believe it is or not. These games boxes, these manuals, this is stuff that's not going to be reproduced, at least legitimately. Nintendo is not going to come out and put a whole fucking re-release line on every Super Nintendo and NES game that's ever come out. If you're looking to sell your games, if you have a retro collection, or you just have old games and you don't really care what you do with them or not, I plead with you, do not sell them to GameStop. They will not give you what your games are worth. They will not care if you have the box of the manual. It's not gonna matter how pristine the game is or how fucking rare the game is. Believe me, I guarantee if you brought a fucking Snow Brothers, Little Samson, Flintstone Surprise at Dinosaur Peak, any of those fucking really fucking rare games, they're gonna pay you the bottom fucking dollar. They're gonna turn those fucking games around and they are gonna sit on a shelf for fucking years if the employees don't fucking take them home. Which will most likely happen. The employees will probably be like, oh fuck, watch what I'm about to do here. Oh, Little Samson. Oh, and you got all these other stacks of games. Okay. Oh, okay, that'll be $15 store credit. Meanwhile, after you're gone, oh my god, I've got the rarest fucking, one of the rarest fucking games on the NES ever. GameStop has already proven once before. They have proven that they do not care about these old games. They do not care about the retro market. If you don't remember, and this was probably 10 years ago, when GameStop liquidated, completely fucking just liquidated everything that had to do with the retro gaming market. They got rid of all the Super Nintendo games, they got rid of all the N64 games, everything. Even down to the PlayStation 2. I mean, everything. The only thing you can find now currently, before this stuff has been implemented, what you can go down to your GameStop and find right now, the latest console version you can get is the DS, I think. You're not going to find Game Boy, you're not going to find fucking Super Nintendo, you're not going to find any of that shit there. But now we're going to get people that are, and trust me, I know these people in real life. I have friends with people who do not understand the monetary value of their video games, and they don't really care. Some people are so just blind and oblivious to what they have, and they're just like, oh yeah, it's an old game, I don't want it anymore, I'd rather go get Mortal Kombat X, and if these are going to get me store credit to get that game, then fine, I'm going to trade them in. Just think about what you're doing. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to educate you on why you shouldn't be doing this. Don't be giving GameStop another reason to fuck you over. Because if this marketing scam that it's, because that's basically what it is, it's a great fucking marketing ploy on GameStop part. It's fucking genius. Because the retro market is fucking exploding. It's fucking exploding. It's a genius marketing scam on GameStop's part. And if this succeeds, if people really just do not take the time to pay attention or care about what they have, you are gonna see such a dramatic change in the way that your games are priced. You're gonna see a dramatic change on how eBay's gonna be, half.com, any fucking reselling site or trading site that has to deal with games. You're gonna see a dramatic change, a dramatic shift in how these games are gonna get 10 times more expensive than what they actually are worth. And if you don't believe me, take a trip. Take a trip to any of your local fucking game stores that are resellers. Go take a trip to your fucking record store. I've already said before, Dimple Records. Go fucking take a trip to Dimple Records and go see just the blatant fucking scams that people will try to get away with on people that are just not in the know. Fucking sports games for the N64 with labels ripped the fuck off for $7.99. Fuck you, that's what I would say to that. Get that shit out of here. I don't fucking want it. Okay, here's another really good example. The gold cart for The Legend of Zelda, right? There are a lot of people that misconstrue what's rare and what's not. Legend of Zelda Gray Cart, Legend of Zelda Gold Cart, it doesn't really matter which one is more rare. The game, I can guarantee you, the loose cart like that is not worth fucking $100 or over. It's not even, in my opinion, the fucking Legend of Zelda Gold Cart or Gray Cart should not be over the price of $30 fucking loose. But I guarantee once that game gets taken to GameStop, they're gonna fucking flip that bitch around and it's gonna be a $90 game. There's a website I've promoted before, 99gamers.com. I don't even like fucking using that site anymore. You know why? Because the resellers are poisoning it. There are people selling games that are so fucking common for the N64. So they're overpricing everything so fucking beyond belief. It's ridiculous. You message these people, hey, here's what the game's worth. Here's what I'm willing to pay you. Are you willing to take it? You'll get a message back. No, I'm not going to make enough money on that. And you can, it doesn't matter. I've done it. You can send the proof. You can show the proof to a person right there what the game is actually worth. If you are a fucking idiot and you went and spent $500, and trust me, those fucking listings are up there on eBay, $500 fucking dollars, and you'll get one Zelda game, fucking 10 sports games, and maybe one Super Nintendo game for $500 fucking dollars without free shipping. Now, if you're a fucking idiot and you went and bought something like that, and you're like, you look at it later and you're all, what the fuck did I do? And you're trying to fuck someone else over to reclaim your money, then fuck you. You know what? That's your fault, you fucking moron. All I want is the best for the gaming community. The retro collectors, fellow collectors of the retro market already know. We have seen this for years now with these kind of scalpers, these fucking resellers, these just scumbags who want to fuck everybody for $1. It's not new news. It's just that now a big corporation is seeing that this trend is very popular, and majority of people just don't pay attention. It's sad to say, they just don't take the time or make whatever small effort you need to make to know what you have or what you're gonna buy. It's really not that hard to find that information, and I hope this video helps a couple of you, and if not, I tried. If you don't care, then that's fine. If you really don't care and you're just gonna give your games away to GameStop, you don't care if GameStop fucks you over, you don't care, I can't speak to you then, because you are just unreasonable. I mean, you're literally not willing to listen to reason. It's going to be bad for all of us in the end. Not just you, not just me, but for everyone. You think just GameStop's gonna quit there? Get more money out of you? Pretty soon we're gonna see GameStop fucking taking apart cartridges and selling you the fucking chip and be like, oh, you want the chip to this game? Here, you can buy the game individually pieced. You want this half of the cart, this half of the cart, the chip. Oh, and while you're at it, if you want a fucking copy with a sticker on it, that's gonna be an extra fucking $10. Oh, and by the way, would you like to renew your subscription to Game Informer? Would you like to renew your fucking power-ups card? Fuck no, I don't. And by the way, GameStop, this has nothing to do with this video, but once again, this is the third time this has happened. My fucking Game Informers aren't coming in the mail. Alright guys, well if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hey, message me if you're looking to sell some retro games, because I'm always looking. And if you want some advice, reach me in a message, reach me in the comments. I will let you know. I will help you, because that's what I am here for. This is why I started doing YouTube. Alright guys, well, have a good night. I'll see you on the Mortal Kombat X review. Peace.